Hello everybody, welcome to another edition Star Shadow Plays. I'm your host Rob, aka Star Shadow, and we're here with some more Cyber Knights Flashpoint as we get ever closer to full release in about 3 weeks. We're at 1.10.1 or .53, so .10.53, so very good here. All right, so updates. We've had a couple in the past week. A new objective type in the boosted VIP, which is kind of a combination between a VIP killing and an escort mission, because you're gonna go get a VIP who is an enemy at this point, surrounded by bodyguards, and then you flip the switch and they flip to your side and you have to escort them out without getting them killed. Sounds like quite a bit of difficulty there. We're gonna have fun with that one, but it sounds interesting. It's a nice little twist on things, so I'll be interested to see how that's gonna be. And it's also brought in a revealed extraction system, which will give us a preview of where we can extract after primary mission is completed, so we'll see how that looks. Also a new icon for showing who can hear you when you do an action, usually shooting and sometimes talents, which is really cool because that's going to be very clear as to who can hear, even though I still sometimes want to hear see a range, like a preview range, but this could be pretty good too. I like it that it's very clear that their hearing is. Before it wasn't always clear exactly until you kind of got familiar with it and you kind of learned it, but this is a lot more easy to understand. And also another update to the UI here. The red skull of death is what they're calling it, and it indicates that this attack has the damage to kill the enemy that you're aiming at without having to worry about random dice roll to add to your damage. So if you have like a guaranteed kill, assuming you hit, it'll have that red skull, make it a lot easier to tell. You don't have to be scrutinizing the life bar above someone to see, and then if there's that little pixel left and they don't die, you'll have the indication here instead of having to worry about that, which is nice. I appreciate that. I think I've had that happen a couple times. Also new cybernetics added, especially some to the lung area, which is that the one we didn't have before? But yeah, so there's some to lung and also arms, and there's some cool synergy between some of those, as well as there's like an arm, I think it's an arm that allows you to carry 2 heavy weapons, and then a really cool lung implant that cancels move speed penalties, which it sounds actually kind of interesting to me. Sounds kind of interesting, especially for my Cyber Knight right now. But also some weapon rebalances, so kind of trying to keep guns in their lane a bit and not have them go out of their lane. Some improvements to the influence, to the traits of indebted and partnered, which give out favors. So I think they're making it a little bit more powerful. Lore-wise, Cyber Knight's supposed to be very strong and have a body that responds exceptionally well to new cybernetics. This is part of having the Quantum Rider in their compatibility, and so half speed recovery on any cybernetics added, which is good because your Cyber Knight is often needed, or in my case I just often use them because they're so awesome. Some updates on a bug fix on a talent, also Steam Deck updates, and then on some other small updates there. That's not what I wanted. And then we also have, did I not read this one? So bunch of updates bug fixes and backstory and tag corrections, map fixes. That's a hot fix is basically what it is. Okay. I didn't quite read that one before coming on. But yeah, so, and then there is a post on Steam News, or I'm gonna guess it's gonna be in an email, about what's coming after full release. What are the plans? Just really laying out the ideas of what they have and how, if you've played Star Traders Frontiers, which is the previous game, it's been out like what, 7 years, something like that, still getting updates. So you can expect the same thing here, and they have outlined some of the plans that they have, and also just reiterating that there is going to be more and more updates to this game even after full release. That's what makes this so exciting. So what we're getting now, like I said, I think I've said this before, what we have now at full release is going to be completely different than what we have in like 2 or 3 years, where there's going to be a bunch of stuff added, and we're going to be having a bunch of new cool toys to play with, a bunch of cool new storylines and classes and stuff added. It's just going to be like what we have at full release expanded even more. So like free DLC basically, and it's really cool. Star Traders came a long way even after full release, and this is going to be the same way. So it's super exciting. I wanted to check something real quick here on my other screen. Let me load this while I am checking this out real quick. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right, so last episode, we had the Alpha Strike. We went in, killed a bunch of people, got out. Pretty straightforward. Actually went really well, which was really surprising. And so we're back for a Safehouse mission. And this one is going to be a big one because we're going to get our first look at the Nanofab, as that will be completed this turn, which is cool because I've been curious about it. I've been wanting to know what it's all about. So we're going to be seeing that pretty soon. Other things we'll see are going to be some legwork here, recoveries, and then this legwork too. So we have 2 legworks in the next couple days. And then we also have some conversations that we may not get to. I don't know. We'll kind of see. But we're coming up on the snorkel, so I'm trying to decide here. Well, we'll want them to be recovered for this, because this is a combat required one. It's a kill 3 captains. So we definitely want our fighting crew, who we just took out, to be ready for this. And so yeah, we should get through everything then here, it looks like. Like you can see the injuries here. Cool. I do remember why I do have this extra training point here that I didn't use. There is a upgrade that costs 2 skill points, so I'm waiting to get another one to use it. Just wanted to make that make that clear. But yeah, so I want to take one thing I want to look at is so arm slot. What do we have available? We have, I don't remember if we looked at this now, the M-Jack. But now you can see this is the Cybernetic has hardened their system and rapidly increased cybernetic integration time. So all install times are reduced. The install times, I thought this was recovery time. Oh, I guess, which is kind of the same thing. So this would actually be, is this included then? Is it normally 8 days and so it's only 4 days for them? Anyway. So +3 strength is what that would give them. This one's probably more, +4. Slightly. Oh, this is level 2 and this is level 3. Oh, interesting. So move speed is much worse there. Move speed's actually better. So yeah, this is actually like an actual upgrade. I like that. But it's interesting too. So strength, we're not too worried about. But the one I want to look at is this one, lung slot. What do we have? We have the ADV filter, mitigated move speed penalty plus 10%. So it mitigates 10%. I was hoping it would mitigate anything. But but 10% is actually not bad. Plus 25 hit points, plus 1 strength, plus 1 reaction, plus 1 will. That's actually pretty cool. We might want to slip this in on our Cybernetic at some point, because that's nice. Especially in my case, and so now we have 1 for everything right now. Especially in her case, because she has that minus 10 move speed from where is it at? Or did that get gotten, or is that gotten rid of now? Because she's at plus 7 move speed, so is she actually not slow anymore? She used to be because of the dermal plating. Minus 6 move speed. I'm trying to reason out how this is working. So we got minus. So did they dermal plating actually? Just want to see. Replace. So stealth crit, stealth or light armor. Dermal plating here. So move speed minus 10. Okay, so it must be that the move speed on the first dermal plating is less than it was, because it used to be 10. So this actually helps then. But plus 60 movement resistance. So basically what she had before was this, with the minus 10. So I think it's a bit different. Plus 10 wound resistance, yeah. This actually would kind of make sense for her too, especially in conjunction with the lung one, which is what I was thinking before. Yeah. So yeah, we're not quite to the point where we're going to be doing cyber surgery yet. We're not making that kind of money, but we're keeping it in mind in case we do end up coming into, you know, a nice hefty sum. But that's a quick little look at that. Awesome. And then we're good there. Okay, so also these are a bit better too. Headshots still need to be changed a little bit. They're a little more zoomed in here, but we'll see. They should upgrade here. So I was not sending them for treatment because 4K, it's not going to take that many days off. 4K plus 2 days, plus 2 days. You can pay 7 and get, I mean, it doesn't matter. We'll be good. All right. So let's go and move forward and get the Nanofab and take a look at it. Boom. So here we go. Nanofab. No benches built. To use blueprints and MBS cubes to craft customized weapons and armor or make consumable items, you must first connect a bench. Oh. To hold more. Yeah, okay. How many? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So we only can craft one type of bench. That's interesting. I thought that maybe that's how many things we could have going at once, but it's not. It's the number of benches, or the type of benches are different. So weapon crafting, then there's mods, armor crafting, and item crafting are all separate. So which one do we want to do? Well, before we decide, let's go and look at our blueprints in the cold storage. So one of the more interesting things we have here is the Paladin R Driver, a legendary weapon mod. This is for a shotgun. You don't use shotguns a lot, although now we have Sim carrying one as a she probably should have something long range, but this gives her a little bit more range. Sometimes, you know, you want to fire out of cover instead of killing things. But so that's one of the more interesting things, and this is a mod too, I think. Weapon mod, melee damage. Add melee damage to melee weapons. So this we can add this to like swords and stuff. Meta Systems Reflex for pistols and SMGs. It's an optic. Do we have anyone using SMG right now? Not sure. But all of our pistols are they all have noise suppressors right now, because that's the stealth weapon for a lot of our team. So a lot of times we won't be using this, although we could, I guess, put a optic on some of the revolvers. So we have 3 mods, which makes a strong argument for mods. We also have 1 blueprint, 2 uses to make heavy armor. This is a huge move speed. I was gonna say mod speed. Move speed modifier. Also initiative modifier too. For heavy weapons. This would be for like Rook and Pain. Very solid armor. Which is so, but we're not quite, I mean, we tend to want to move. I guess we would be having to swap a bit depending on the mission, although this would be good for certain combat missions. So that's a possibility too. We don't have any weapon blueprints, so that one's out. But we also have 4 item blueprints as well. This would get us 5 concussion grenades, I'm guessing, which we're not using. It gives stun though. Maybe I should think about using them more often. Advanced Dazzler, another one with stun. Also cancels enemy overreach, is nice. Basic aid kits. It's 5 blueprints from there. So craft 1 per blueprint use. So 5. Okay, so 5 of the basic aids. 1 dazzler, so that's 5 dazzlers, and then 1 concussion grenade per, so 5 concussion grenades. And also 5 bliss per 5 bliss for this, which is a drug that buffs stress resistance, wound resistance, gives some critical damage, pretty good critical damage, plus 5 initiative and 1 action point. Hardcore drug there. Now we've started to use items a little bit, but I'm not confident enough in that yet to be like, yeah, well, we definitely want something like this. So probably not items. So the question will be then, is the armor important enough, or should we just go for the weapon mod? And which we will almost certainly use. Definitely these 2, we would definitely find some use for these. But this would be our first step into different armor. We haven't bought any different armor, and we definitely don't have any heavy armor, so that could be nice as well. One thing to consider is armor-wise. Let's see what we have here. So I wanted to see something. So this is light armor 2. Wanted to see. Oh, this is heavy armor. This is similar to what we would be looking at if we were to make the, was it Dex Core or something? So this is light armor. Light armor actually has initiative mod to it. That's kind of crazy. Like, isn't the whole point of light armor to be making sure that it does not affect anything? It kind of makes it seem worse than this, even though the protection is pretty good. Although kinetic protection goes down there. Yeah, I'm kind of curious though. Okay, but anyway, poly 82 steel core, 3 protection points, minus 12 mod speed, minus 2 initiative, 70 and 40. Let's see what the Dogecore. Doge Dex. Okay, so it does Doge. The mod speed is worse by quite a bit, actually, like 5 points. Everything else is the same, it looks like, right? Because that was 70/40 as well. Yeah, 70/40. So yeah, this is actually better. So I guess we would probably buy over over keeping this. Like we'll still make it, we just sell it. Probably is the way we would go. But it's kind of sad for a level 3 thing. Or we could sell the blueprint, looks like for 51k. I would think we could sell 2 armors for more than that. Considering the, well, it's probably be about the same actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But it's kind of sad that it's epic and then not quite as good as the weak, as the common level 3 armor. I would have thought it would be a little bit better. All right, that gives me. Do we have any file sets done? No. Okay, just checking. Just again, we're still not sure what we do with accounts yet. Like, I guess they're just for selling, but not 100% sure. All right, so I think that makes our decision for us. We will build the weapon mods because we have 3 mods, 2 of which we would definitely use, and one seems to be a legendary. I think that's really cool. And then I guess we'll look into. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with this before anything. But okay, weapon mod crafting. Build. Cool. All right, then we have to do some upgrades here. So not quite nanofab ready yet, but we're getting close. All right, so let's go and see what our legwork is going to do for us here. Oh, our nano scrubber finished. It's good. That'll give us some room. We're gonna have to upgrade this again though. Okay, that's pretty good. We should definitely do that though. Boom, influence live and break. So Owen Shahab, who's already at 100 influence. She was on a power play. She's on the German connection right now. So we do have one favor. Or we could use the talent pulling strings to reroll. But instead what we have here is the German connection trade upgrade, which I think is the one we want. Anyway, going from plus 25% to double influence gains. Oh, okay. No. To double 32% to double influence gains. Okay. I thought it was saying the influence gain would go up from plus 25% of whatever we get to double it. No, it's going. There's a 32% chance to double influence gains. Okay. And then plus 20 heat maximum. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna want. Hold on. Oh, we can't get out to take a look and see what else she has. Cause I wanna see what else. I can see what she buys. So she buys, there's nothing else she sells, it looks like. So there wouldn't be any reason to do that. Trait then, I don't think she had another trait that would help us, so it's got to be this one. And we have a conversation coming up. So yeah, so she's on the power play. More advanced set of options. So maybe we should reroll to see if there was something. I guess we'll have to look at that next time maybe. But we're gonna get something off of this maybe. We'll see. All right. So cool upgrade German connection, which is I think might be a unique one, as a matter of fact. Since it's one of these light traits here, which seem to be more personality based, as opposed to some of these which are more descriptive. So yeah, it's always good to do these because you never know. Plus 20% heat maximum. I'm not sure what that's gonna mean. Not sure, but at some point we'll find out. All right, legwork done. Okay, cool. You're not the only one they're dealing with, Travis Martini. There was more than enough to create the ultimatum he wanted. Work with Travis Martini, or I shall send this to your site security officer. Got a double delivery of chems this week, even some high-end stuff we never see. I hope it didn't have to get too rough. So, plus 2 favors with Travis, and you gained 20%, plus 20% influence. Cool. She had a super high chance for that. It was like 90 something. So if we failed that could have been, that would have been so bad. So Travis, who is our drug supplier here, influence went up to 30. We have some trust, but we have 4 favors with him. That's interesting. He's kind of an ass because plus 5% cost to all services, and he pays less when he makes us do something. This man. But he does plus 15% price when selling used goods to him. Okay, minus 5% death resistance though. May gain / expand cutting edge combat drug services during power plays. Interesting. Oh, so we get like minus 10 to mission value and plus 10 to item costs. Oh, but we can sell contacts. Okay, interesting. There's a lot of changes there. I wish that was one that had a summary as well, like they do for our mercs, our own group here. I wanted to see Taylor's looks like she's getting close to a break as well. Her story is over, but maybe she'll give us some more stuff. She's very calculating, which is good. Premium markup though. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, so that's good. That's one thing we needed. Alright, so now we got another legwork. 76%. This is the one that was important. Reduce team's heat by 10. Actually, I was hoping for this one again. I mean, I could use the efficiency grind to get another token and up it, but I think we've been having such bad luck that it's sad. 15 days, then it might be ready. We gotta let it ride. We gotta let it ride. Channel scrubber. Let me look into this real quick while I'm at it. Could upgrade right now. I was just curious what would happen if I made it. If I went to that, I didn't think there was anything, but yeah. Nano pollution, yeah, to nano scrubbed. Yeah, let's just keep ahead of stuff right now. All right, here it comes. Dana Fedorov's team is clever. They purposefully left false trails and faked mistakes to draw me out. So they anticipated us trying to backtrace them? Absolutely. They were hoping to trick us into further exposing our position to the headhunter. Your tone is telling me you didn't fall for it. They were too clever. Once I found the first false trail, I saw their pattern, saw their fingerprints all over the sites. If you know where and how to look, it's hard to do anything without leaving an echo in the quantum age. What exactly did you get, Sync? I backtraced the bounty to a darknet host run by a wire ghost. My bet is the wire ghost is an undercover BraveStar agent. The real pay data would be on the host and United Digital Transaction ledgers. You've scored the host address. Let's line up a hack to make this happen. We'll be on a tight clock. Likely as soon as the wire ghost knows the host has been compromised, they'll be trying to terminate it completely to cover their tracks. So Sync's work has uncovered a vulnerable host address, which we can hack to try and gain concrete information about the BraveStar digital fingerprinting tech site. Nice. So a new job, bounty counter hack. Sweet. That's awesome. I like that. I like the way the story has kind of gone here. We got threatened. We don't know what they know. So we got to do some legwork to see if we can find out a little bit more. We did it, and now we have a hack in order to keep going with this. I do like that there's actually a story. So this is going off of the carnivore mission, the very end of it, if you remember that. Cool. We have a little bit of time too, so that's not gonna mess with our chance to do the snorkel. And we have a couple conversations as well. Trying to decide, we have another hack. That one looks like we're gonna probably have a couple hacks coming. And then there's a siege coming. Okay. Kind of curious about this. Let's open this one up and then we'll get to the nanofab. Let's see how that works. I've got a very eager client, a Warner Brown splicer, who wants to meet you at the club. In fact, he refuses to leave. Finally! Owen Shahab promised you'd be coming. Promised that she had your ear. I don't know what this accent is, so don't even ask. Well met, Ethan Thurston. I had started to doubt you, Owen. But here you are. I need your help quickly, Star. Every minute that ticks by, I know my son is closer to his death. I've heard some of the story, and I think you'd be best to start at the beginning, Ethan. The beginning. This is a long story. Patience, planning revenge. Forgive the good doctor. He has a penchant for dramatics, it seems. Fine, the facts. 13 years ago, my wife was murdered. Sarah worked for a Warner Brown shareholder as an event coordinator, throwing parties, charities, whatever. One night, the corporate police came to my door and told us, my son, actually me, that she had died in a terrible accident. She had fallen down the stairs at the office. Terrible mistake, she was alone, they said, and she died instantly. But when they wouldn't let me see the autopsy, I could feel the lies in my bones. The report written by the doctor was too clean, too perfect. I paid a small fortune for someone on the inside to download the report off the medical scanners, and it wasn't for nothing. She had died from blunt trauma to the head, multiple impacts. Someone had killed her. My son was old enough to understand. He was 16. I told him everything. It was clear what they were hiding. The shareholder, Johann Brock, whatever he had done, he had murdered her. And that was all swept under the rug in a hurry, and we didn't dare raise our voice. We were tiny, insignificant compared to the mighty Brock family. So we waited, and I hatched a plan. Right before I was deployed to New Boston, we put it into motion. I secretly implanted Axel with a prototype and shielded chem hive, my own design, the one and only. I left, and then it was his turn to wait. A little rivalry got him invited to a Brock charity event. Axel always wanted blood for blood, just like I did, and he knew the cost he would bear to get our revenge. That night, he quietly poisoned Johann Brock, and the bastard died in his sleep. Before he could even become a suspect, Axel slipped onto a Warner Brown ship bound for New Boston. But things were hot when he arrived here. I didn't have a place to hide Axel, so he ended up in the underground. Now he has disappeared without a single trace. Ah, but I know you can find a trace. I know someone has picked him up. Maybe Warner Brown, but they'll figure it out what he did, and they'll kill him. Interesting. I can guess what this is. This is going to be a recruitment mission. Looks like this is how we're going to get our first, shoot, what are they called? Scourgers? So that means it's probably going to turn into a daughter when we're done with it. But, and I don't know what happened to the accent. The accent's going all over the place. Just roll with it. If Axel has a unique cybernetic prototype in his skull, a lot of people might be interested in that. The implant is highly shielded. That was one of the things we had to add. Otherwise, Axel would never have gotten inside the Brook function with an unregistered implant. So no one would even know it was there. Don't underestimate Boston's vultures and what they might do if they smell the whiff of shiny new prototype or glitzy tech. Maybe the shielding was to give away he was hiding something. They might not even know what they're trying to get, but they'll want to get it and tear it apart. You know best. I admit it is possible he wasn't picked up by Warner Braun. But if that is the case, they're going to slice my son up to study the prototype. All the more reason to find him fast. Oh, we have legwork too. Interesting. I would have thought this was straight. Go in and get him. Why hasn't Warner Braun come after you yet? If they fingered Axel for the kill, picking you up must not be far behind. We were exceedingly careful. He had years to plan and lay all the right crumbs. Axel wanted to take all of this on to carry it on his shoulders alone. I should have stopped him, but I didn't. So you left incriminating evidence against Axel that would protect you? Don't try to heap more guilt on my shoulders. You cannot put more than I already have put on myself. First, my wife, and now my son. But yes, just as you said, we left evidence that Axel created the prototype from scratch, planned everything, executed it all without a shred of my involvement. I have spoken already with Warner Brown corporate detectives, passed their interrogations, and their machines. They think they are so smart, but I fooled them all. I don't mean to throw cold water on fooling them. That's no small feat, but be careful. They may still kick your door in while you're sleeping for another chat. So maybe Axel left on his own? Maybe he did. Maybe after everything Axel wanted, maybe after everything Axel wants to be truly free of me, or he is protecting me. But if that's the case, then you can figure that out, can't you? I need to know. Alright, so no one goes missing without a trace, especially in this town. So, legwork. Oh, Blur has a great chance. Beautiful. Her stealth. Oh, well, they're sleuth trait, not stealth. Nice. Her vanguards are on the case. Oh, she's also a sleuth? Interesting. 5 days. That's not bad. We have one attempt, though. But 89%? Okay, Blur, you messed up on the last legwork, but I'm going to give her another chance. So left to his own in the new Boston underworld, Axel was laying low until he disappeared completely. We need to catch his trail or discover who captured him. Okay, we got one chance. We're going to trust Blur with this. No one goes missing without a trace, especially not in this town. I see what you're saying. Time is of the essence here. Axel was camped out at a coffin motel. A place like that is a leaky sieve. Someone will talk. If it were a hostile capture, the most important thing is where they're holding him. We need to hit that spot hard before this gets ugly. So as the broker in the deal, Owen will get a major boost to herself, giving a surge of influence and trust. That's a little strange there. All right, cool. All right, so that was a legwork. Okay, good. So she's gonna be on legwork. That'll be for next time. But like I said, let's get to this, and then I'll be ready for the snorkel in the next episode. So All right, so now we can look at how to craft here. We can only craft 2 things. What happened to the other one? Hold on. Yeah, isn't that the melee thing a cold torch? I'm being stupid. Yeah, this is a weapon mod blueprint. Oh, it's a level 3. We probably can't make level 3 yet. That's the problemo. Alright, so nano enables to blah blah blah. Okay, doesn't say here either. But I'm guessing that's the problem. Since it's a level 2, or since it's level 1, we can't quite get to it yet. So start crafting again. I'm guessing that's the problem, is that we that can't be done because it's too high level, and we would need to upgrade. All right, in that case, let's make this Paladin R driver. Select blueprint. So select crafting supplies of any color. So nano bearing substrate cubes can provide 2 bonuses for crafting a weapon mod: cost reduction 2% per blue, or crafting time reduction 5% per red. Gold cubes can be used but provide no bonus. Weapon mods created from this bench can be attached to and detached from compatible weapons freely. Cool. So okay, I thought gold cubes would be the best. They're not the best. They're just straight regular. So they do provide 10% chance of rolling intrinsic bonuses for weapons and armors, but we're not crafting a weapon armor, we're crafting a mod. So nothing, it doesn't help me right now. And then that's the straight crafting time. This is blue simple cubes are standard supply, provide 2% cost discount. Okay. So right now, for mods, gold ones are basically what they're saying for blue. Blue is standard supply. For us, they're not. The gold is standard supply. Or enhanced supply. Okay. So okay, so I see. So the 2 blue are already stuffed in there. I was like, how do I pick which the blue ones? But now I see. Okay, so it all comes out of it instead. Okay, so I can't zero that out to see what it would be unless I do this. So 22. So like having none of those is not helping at all. But in this case, it's I want to do. Problem for me right now is that I want to have a discount for something that when it's actually going to actually be discount, like for the armor, for instance. That's probably going to cost a lot more. This not really worth it, but we should be getting more at some point, I'm guessing, if they're standard supply. I'm waiting to see how we would get more. Hold on, we're gonna abort that for a second because I wanted to see if they might have some ways of doing exactly that. These benches allow multiple blueprints to influence the crafting. No. I would really like that if we could have gotten that, but it'd be cool to have one. But yeah, no, it's still the right choice, even though we can't do this. And we wouldn't have been, if we had done armor, we would not have been able to craft the armor, I'm gonna guess. And if we'd done items, we probably wouldn't have been able to craft bliss. I don't know what I said at first. That's why I corrected myself right away. Bliss. So still the right choice then. I'm glad I knew that because it does not indicate that there is a level cap on what you can do. This is about benches, and nano pollution does not tell me anything about what I can craft and what I can't. Yeah, I can get it's all. So that's got to be the issue here. So if I go to, oops, back to manage room here. Enables the construction of crafting benches. So is that only the benches? So why? That's the only thing I can think of is why we can't do the level 3 blueprint. The other option may be that we would have more than enough. We would just use all of these on it. Time repair. Maximum amount. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that is then, like I said, that is the question for me then. I'm guessing the reason that we can't build the melee one is because it's too high level, but it nowhere does it indicate that, which is a problem. Otherwise, maybe there's a bug. Not 100% sure. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, which is a shame. Alright, but this is why we are experimenting with things. Okay, but I will make this then. Oops, open. Select the print. Like I said, the question is, I guess we're going to, to reduce the time doesn't really matter to me. I don't really want to use one of my gold ones, but I'm going to use one of them. Just because I want to at least have this 2% discount in case I need it. At least until we get more blue, which is kind of sad that we're not getting more blue. I'm really sad about that. Or that we haven't found any more blue or red, really. Like we had a nice windfall of these gold ones, and I was like super excited because I was like, whoa, cool. And they apparently are the best ones, but for what we're doing right now, they are not the best ones. So it's kind of a waste, but I mean, we'll still have 16, so we're gonna do this. Our crafting. Credits and nano 2 cubes. Credits and NBS cubes will be deducted immediately. Crafting needs to be canceled. The cubes and blueprint used will be refunded, but your money is forfeit. We're fine. So 22,000. Perfect. All right, cool. Details. It's gonna give us range plus it's just all good stuff. So that's cool. And that will go to Sin and her SR destroyer on the barrel, I think. So that's cool. So her shotgun is going to be big shotty in a second. I'm surprised this went as long as it did, but we kind of were doing stuff, so I'm interested as to it's because they're added up here, both here, instead of adding up the minuses and adding up the pluses. I should probably just take that out and just be plus 10 move speed, but I think it's indicating that there are some minuses, so we have to keep that in mind. She has -5 move speed, but then +5 here. Then I think she got some from class training too. But yeah, the summary is good. But what I'm really happy about is that her cybernetic move speed is actually +7, because she used to be slow as heck. That -10 move speed for a while was terrible. It was the worst. So now that she can actually move, I appreciate it. I really do. Guess she got some from class training because, like I said, the dermal plating -6. Move speed is still terrible, and it's only canceled out by that, so that'd be 1. Unless it's supposed to be move speed +1. Did any of these give move speed? No, so I wonder if it's not adding up correctly right now. Might be a problem. May not be adding up correctly. So there's a minus, and the minus is actually -6 move speed. But she's got this bonus 7 from the reaction. So it should be 7 and then -6 here, which would be +1 move speed in the end. So probably should be just +1 move speed added here as a total, so because it's supposed to be a summary. I have a feeling it was working correctly, and now it's not. But yeah, as you can see, we are slowly going up in terms of weapons. So we got like a level 3 weapon, level 2. Just rare version here is pretty good though. This executive bought one for the first time. That's really cool. I haven't tried that out yet, but I think it'll be cool. But you can see we all got pistol silencers on there. She has the urban assault right now. So do you. We might try and give like an SMG to someone. Try that out. But yeah. We have not. I could definitely give you. We have another long sight I accidentally bought, which we might do, but we'll see. Oops, I keep doing that. Anyway. Awesome. All right, so to wrap up then, got that influence limit break. We got the nanofab working now, and we're going to, in the future, hopefully figure out why we couldn't do the melee upgrade that we have here, the melee damage upgrade. I'm guessing because of the level, but we're not sure. We have another legwork out there now. Looks like this could be leading to a recruitment of the class one of the classes that we don't have yet, which is what is it? And multi-class Scrouge. Could not think of what I think it was called. Which is awesome because we don't have one. We want to try that out. So always happy to have a new one. Which reminds me, we're gonna have to upgrade the barracks pretty soon. Is there anything that needs to be done here? No, we can upgrade anytime we want. Perfect. So that's not a worry yet, but we will worry about it. Actually, let's just do it now before I forget about it. So perfect. Very important. We'll have our first crafted mod ready to go. And then, well, that's future, but our next episode, probably the next 2 episodes, I'm probably going to break this up because of how long these usually are, is a kill 3 captains mission called the Bohemian Schnorkel. So that's what we're planning here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get jumped by a headhunter. That would suck. And then what we also have on the horizon is another story mission, another hack story mission, continuing the storyline about the quantum fingerprinting that Bravestar claims to have. So then we'll have another hacking mission on the horizon. And then Siege, but that's further away. So a lot coming down the pike. Very cool. But yeah, this next mission is gonna be a long one. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to film that because that is, like I said, that's gonna be a long one. It usually takes a couple hours to do, so I gotta make sure I have enough time to do that. In between all of the stuff that I've had to do recently, like resume writing and all of that, haven't had much time to do to really spend on that. So hopefully we won't have too big of a break in between, but we'll see. But that is that's gonna be it here. So hopefully really cool. Hopefully really cool. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed it and seeing what we're seeing here. But yeah, exciting stuff coming with full release, and just some of the new stuff that we're getting access to finally. So thank you all for hanging out watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If you are, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, whether on this video, any of the others in this playlist, or any of the other videos on this channel. Do appreciate it. We're coming up on 100 subscribers, which is mind-boggling. So thank you all that have subscribed. Big shout out to all of you. Links in the description of the videos to Twitch, where I do a stream with some of my friends usually on the weekend, like on Saturday. So you can come and hang out with us if you'd like. We've been playing, we played some V-Rising, tried out Mario Party, sometimes we play Fortnite, those kind of things. So you can just come and hang out if you just want to chill time. So yeah, but that's gonna do it here. It's middle of May. Still hoping to find something in the near future, hopefully, and hopefully have some idea what's going to happen for the summer, because that's kind of the target time for things to go down. But the way things are moving right now, we'll see. But still multiple chances out there. We'll see how things go. Even the wife is out there looking to which could be interesting as well, because basically she's on a timeline. So it's rough for us, but we're gonna do what we can here. So like I said, thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy, and just stay safe. I will see all of y'all next time. So y'all have a good one. Adios for now, everybody. Bye bye.